Hey, man.
Shit, about time we get started. What you think?
Let's go.
Baseline.
It's the Porch Podcast. It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
Well, it's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
It's the Porch Podcast.
Yeah.
It's your boy Influential, and I'm here. Final frontier, and I get them from the red. You hear the flow voice with the ill flavor. Sweet now and later.
Shit.
We gon' get them with the savers.
Yeah.
That's for your life. And I might do something just to you. Nah, I ain't gonna say your wife.
Oh,
Cause
shit.
one day I'm gonna have a wife too. I gotta start the shit over. What you think, P?
Nah.
Just keep going. We being silly, yo. Why?
Yeah, Cause it's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
Huh?
It's the Porch Podcast.
We
Yes,
hot?
sir.
Huh? It's the Porch Podcast. And we hot? Right?
And
It's the Porch Podcast. And we blocked tonight. It's the Porch
Porch
Podcast. Huh? It's the Porch Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother.
P original.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. P,
Yes, sir.
episode 23.
Yeah, man.
The GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
took
it's
a-
also what?
Yeah, the spooky edition. Nice and spooky in this atmosphere tonight,
Yeah,
y'all.
I don't know what's going on here. It's a little
Well, I
spookville.
think when you get ready to talk about the greatness of the GOAT,
Mhm.
it needs to be in a special, smooth setting. It took a lot of work to get to this point today,
Yeah, we
man.
wanted it to look scary like this, man. Spookville.
Episode 23, y'all.
Episode 23.
23.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, E, I mean, it's been, I don't know, countless debates about who the GOAT is, right?
Right.
Whether it's about sports, whether it's about music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people come up with debates about who the best at everything.
Right.
But I guess in theory, to really be considered the greatest of all time, what do you think is like beyond just the talent ability? What do you think the psychological part is that goes into becoming the GOAT?
Maniac. Maniac. People. Most people who want to be the best, that's something they do.
Right,
They almost look like maniacs.
right.
Right now, arguably, best quarterback of all time plays for my team.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
arguably.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
maniac.
Yeah.
Maniac. Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Maniac. Kobe was a maniac.
Right.
So was LeBron. They all maniacs. That's what I think about. What about you?
I think the one thing that they all have in common from a mentality perspective is that they don't ever see anybody, to me, as their equivalent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not so much like an egotistical thing. Like, all right, most of the ones that you just named
Right.
never were self-proclaimed GOATs. Like, those titles were all given to people who actually watched them.
Only person that said it about himself was LeBron, but everybody else.
In a response to a question, not like putting out, or running out. Like, for instance, if enough people ask you if you the GOAT, but there's a comparable to you at some point or another, you start to, I mean, of course you're going to claim yourself to be.
Well, he said it. He said it in an interview that
Like, there was something that had to come before I'm the GOAT.
Well, he was watching himself as a kid on More Than an Athlete,
Okay.
and they asked him, the next such. So he's like, "Nah, I'm the first me." Then he was like, "I'm the greatest of all time." Then when he was like grown and showed, he was like, "That championship made me the greatest of all time." When he won for Cleveland, he's the only one that I
Right.
seen said that. Nobody asked him. Now, when
Yeah.
they asked Mike,
Yeah.
what did he think he was the GOAT? He said, "I don't get involved with that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, there's
I don't
some
get it.
level of, like, Muhammad Ali, I'm quite sure it felt like he was the greatest of all time.
He said it.
Literally.
He said it.
Now,
He's the world's greatest. Just like that might be the R&B GOAT right there, even though they ain't messing with him.
Right.
R. Kelly,
Right.
he's the GOAT.
I mean, you know, when you listen, man, when your resume is as long as some of what
Your
we talking
resume
about
or
with
your
these guys,
resume?
nah, resume. And you resume. You can resume this conversation.
But don't you spell them both the same way?
You do.
Resume or resume? Which one you calling it?
Nah, their resume. You know what I mean? Their long standing accomplishment list of what they've accomplished. Most of what we're talking about in terms of recognizing having that GOAT quality
Right.
and that GOAT mentality more than anything else
Right.
is what's going to separate you from being just, I guess, the how can I say, in the conversation with anybody.
The world's greatest.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was watching, man, my wife sent me something today. And I can't think of the gentleman's name. It was on YouTube. It was good.
It was good.
It was good. And the guy was telling the story about how one guy told him, he said, yeah, man, I've been working here X amount of years, doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Diligent. The guy said, well, how much money do you make doing that job? And the guy told him how much he made. He said, that's all you make doing that job? And the guy said, yeah. He said, that's all they pay. He said, no, that's all they pay you.
Right.
See, that mentality that we talking about, when you got that GOAT mentality, you'll settle for nothing less than the GOAT's expectation in terms of salary and lifestyle and all of those things.
Are you the GOAT in anything?
Yeah, I'm the GOAT in this house.
Right.
You know what I mean, in terms of fatherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the GOAT here. You know what I mean? And that's good enough for me. Mm-hmm. That's good enough for me. But what I will say about that, too, is that along with being the GOAT, there is also another title that kind of goes along with that concept. That sometimes they don't always want to kind of, have associated with being referred to as the GOAT.
What's that?
Well, some of the other things are they can be known as being arrogant, cocky. They can also be known as being, the villains. They can also be known as, a number of negative things because when people see something that is great,
Right.
it's very difficult for them to be able to compare it to anything else.
Right. Right.
So there is a level of responsibility that comes along with being the GOAT that maybe sometimes all those who are considered to be GOATs may not really want to carry.
Well, I'm the GOAT
Okay.
at everything.
Hey. No, that's not cocky. Shit, just, that's how you feel.
I am the greatest of all time of my life. Can't nobody else live it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Of my own life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about stats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you said, how you to go to this house? No, you to go to view.
Yeah.
Your job is to wake up every morning and try to be the greatest of all time. That could be the greatest day you had of all time.
Mm-hmm.
However, you got to listen to what we made people out to be the GOAT for. For example, arguably, Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time, basketball. Tom Brady.
Definitely.
Tom Brady in football.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali in boxing.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But who's the GOAT at just living life? You can't say that because for you to have a GOAT, it has to be something measured against.
Yeah.
I can't come in and say my life is better than yours.
Yeah.
Because that's opinionated.
Yeah, I did a video on that.
Yeah.
Remember I did it before?
Right.
The comparison between being the best and number one?
Right. Well,
That's
it's a difference. Like
Yeah.
me and you. Matter of fact, we talked about it on the episode.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's number one in scoring this year.
Right?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But did that really make him the GOAT in basketball? He's a great player.
I think he's a great player, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider him. But now,
Yeah.
he's
He
going
did-
in his
he-
house and playing basketball.
Yeah.
He's damn sure to go in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, I think he's better than his father.
So he's definitely better than his father.
Dale was cool.
Just had a little better defense.
Yeah. Very slight.
Sad thing about it though.
Uh-huh.
Seth can ball. It's just his brother does so much. Seth could.
Yeah, he's on the Sixers. He's going to be on one of the championship teams this year. It's okay. You can reserve yourself. We talking about the GOAT. Go ahead now. But you, like you said, statistically speaking with Steph,
I wouldn't have a problem if Philly won, but I'm listening.
you're right. Statistically,
He's the man.
he's in a position that it puts him in a class kind of by himself to some degree.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily.
I ain't watched a lot of basketball this year though, right? But however, the game that he sealed the deal, of being the leading scorer, he was balling.
I just thought about a couple.
He was playing against John Morant and them. But yeah, he was balling. What you think about what?
GOAT. Who the GOAT that you remember? The GOAT of smoking rock.
Spooky edition.
That dab juice, man. That Earth Angel, man.
That Earth Angel. The GOAT of smoking rock. You really want me to answer?
I know. I know who I think the GOAT of smoking rock is.
Catch people, family members, man.
No. Okay, it's not going to have nothing to do with,
Yeah.
our particular growing up. None of that shit.
Who do you think?
It's Pookie, man. Hey, Pookie from New Jack City ain't the greatest crackhead ever.
Nah. Marion Barry.
Hey, that's real life shit. You just sat up here and said you wasn't going.
That was in the news, though. I'm talking about people
Right,
the way there.
that's public information.
Yeah, that's public
They
information.
can actually go and look that
You
up.
bitch, what he say? You set me up, bitch. Some shit like that, right? Remember that? Bitch, you set me up. And then he won mayor again.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Right.
He got caught smoking rock as the mayor and then
we gotta
won
do
again.
this thing. We gotta do this.
Who does
Listen, no, we gotta touch on this shit. You ready?
that? I'm ready.
If he was able to win again as a smoker,
Yeah.
the guy who lost might as well just ended the shit. Like, hey, what you gonna smoke worse than rock, bitch, to get you to win? He won
And he got
off some
caught.
fiend shit. Huh?
You know what that is? You know why? You know why that really happened, right?
Nah.
Fiends down there are registered to vote. Spooky edition.
Smokers and voters.
Yeah, smokers and voters, man.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So, okay.
Nah, we gotta hear that. Somebody got that tape. Got to be on YouTube. So he was like, "You bitch, you set me up," or some shit. He said that was super. We was super little, but we remember that.
Yeah, we do. I'm just saying.
So, nah, that's bullshit. I can't say that.
Okay.
I can't say who's the GOAT from getting off, like any crime. Who's the GOAT of that?
Mind you, all this shit public information, right? I got to go with the initials.
I knew you was going to say that. Orange juice.
Yeah,
the juice.
Either one.
Yeah.
O, J,
Yeah.
or M, J.
Yeah.
You know, it was some shit. Like, I can't say Mike, and I'm never going to do that because we don't want to lose no subscribers.
Yeah.
Please understand, I'm not insinuating anything. It was on my TV like it was on everybody else's TV.
You talking about the one of the best running backs of all time, man.
Yeah.
He was one of the GOATs in the NFL.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Here's the thing about being the GOAT, right? You're still human.
Right.
And I think that people kind of like get that shit messed up,
Yeah.
right? You're still human.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, excuse me, you believe in your mind that, honestly speaking, let's just really think about it, right? Honestly speaking, when you look at somebody as being super duper talented at one thing,
Right.
most people, think in their minds that they're great at everything.
Right.
If you are a person who has the opinion that LeBron is the best basketball player of all time,
Right.
if he went and he started playing hockey, you're going to say, bitch, LeBron going to be the best at hockey.
Right.
Now, before that shit, you might have said Wayne Gretzky was the best hockey player ever.
Well, I get where you going with.
You know what I'm saying? I think they used to call him greatness.
Unless he stinks it up because, we thought Mike was gonna be good in basketball,
Why?
in baseball.
Why?
Because he was Michael Jordan.
But see the shit I'm talking about?
Right.
They're human.
Yeah.
We think that just because they're the greatest of all time, they're going to be good at everything.
That goes back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Who's the GOAT of life? That's why everybody
I
goes.
think hopefully, everybody is of the mindset that they are.
Yeah.
At least they pushing.
You know what I mean?
Or at least they trying to be.
Everything that's my whole point of what I'm saying is everything that falls into a category,
Yeah.
somebody is named a GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
And the real reason why do you think GOATs really exist? That's a question I want to ask you, and then I'll tell you my answers.
Okay.
Why do you think GOATs really exist?
I think that GOATs exist because people give them, like, I think people create GOATs.
Right.
And the reason why, I'm not gonna say that they don't think that,
Yeah.
because I think it's, come on now, to me it's almost virtually impossible. You know that every gym that you walk in, there's no one better than you, that you don't quickly adopt
Right.
the concept that you're the greatest of all time. Like, that shit's impossible to not do that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Virtually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stick and move.
He keeps like he died.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like anything else. I think that it's not just a mindset thing. It's an understanding that the greatest of all time, in my opinion, is something that is created based on other people's opinion of what you do.
Right.
What you do great. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and the measurable between anyone else that they know that does that as well.
Now that's where I was going with it. See, everything you said is honest and it's true. You know what I mean? But I think GOATs are created for one thing and one thing only.
What's that?
To be examples.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the great example. See what I'm saying? So you sit back and you think about it. Michael Jordan, arguably the best basketball player of all time. Their slogan for him was what? I want to be like Mike.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady in football. 7 rings. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know. Muhammad Ali in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You just call him the greatest, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is where I'm going at, to make people realize, even in music, you know what I mean, where it's categorized. In Christianity, they would say Jesus is the GOAT. In Islam, they would say Muhammad.
That's right. That's right.
In
you
Buddhism, they'll say Buddha.
Right. Now you talking that talk. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
So what I'm saying
But they should be saying that.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is GOATs are created to be examples. So if you have that, that's why you answered correctly when you said you were to go to this house.
No doubt.
Because your job is to be what? An example.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where I was going with it. GOATs are needed to be examples. That's
true.
their whole goal. That's their whole real purpose of existence. When you said measurable, you were saying like measured against other people.
Exactly.
However, they're the measuring stick. They're what you should want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sit back and you look at, there's no GOAT when you're in any area that there's no example, it's trouble. It's the spooky edition.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the spooky edition.
I'm saying
That's where I'm going with it. Like goats are needed. They're needed. So they're not just needed to be barbershop talk in an argument.
Right.
Man, Jay-Z the greatest. That's what happened.
That shit get wicked.
Jay-Z the greatest rapper of all time. No,
right.
It's just when you believe in something,
right,
or you become a part of a culture of something,
right,
it's supposed to be a measuring stick.
No, you're right.
It's supposed to be,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
they're supposed to be an example, I mean.
Yeah, you could be the goat or the boat.
Yeah. Smoke it.
Shit. You know what the boat is, though, right?
Lil Yachty?
Nah, the best of all time. You think that was a simple one, bruh?
I ain't know that.
We just made shit up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Nah, I agree with you. And here's the thing, right? Whatever is, I quote unquote, what you use to measure, right? Because you got stat guys, you got personal opinion guys, you got guys that say that because they're on the team that they like,
right?
You know, all that shit. Like me, I turn around and even one of my favorite players, if not right now, is Brody.
Yeah.
You You know, Russell Westbrook, I've been saying that. You know, clearly I'm a Sixers fan.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love when Bubba Chuck was playing. You know what I'm saying? AI did his thing. Now, he may not fall in the category as the greatest, you know.
Who, Russ?
No, AI.
Yeah, some people look at him as the greatest of the best who never did it. That's how I look at it.
Right, but then I think that there's a list of them. You know what I mean?
Me too.
And,
Him, Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley. See how Barkley come up real fast?
Patrick
like,
Ewing.
Yeah, it's a couple of them, but it's like, what do you do if you? All right, so let's take it off of sports and all that stuff, right? That's because when we on the porch, obviously, what we do is we take things like this and we try to apply it to what I would say is everyday reality, right?
Right.
So we can remember that there was some goats in our own neighborhood, right?
Dops.
Right? Exactly. Now let's kind of build on that, right?
Yeah.
Pop, you know what I mean, who is always, you know, showed nothing but love to so many, has always, in my opinion, not just been the GOAT in terms of dads, because he's our father, but how much he went above and beyond, you know what I'm saying, and continues to this day to still go above and beyond.
Right.
And to me, like, it's cool, like you said earlier, to always feel like you the GOAT.
Right.
Of something. It's just like I was saying before in other videos, and we talked about it, and the level of success and recognizing where you are and waiting for it to be okay, like I told you, like we was talking about earlier.
Right.
The difference between being the best, you know what I mean? I'm trying to remember. I said the best and number one.
Right.
Everybody has a number one. Like when you were born,
I was the greatest.
you came out with the intent of being the greatest.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, what you did along the way, you know, may have changed some people's opinion of you. That's just life.
Yeah.
But for you, you still was on the path to be what?
The greatest.
All
the
right.
GOAT.
Right. So
Still am.
when you have that kind of mentality, which is why I asked you that question in terms of the mentality element of it, you will never, ever, stop working hard at being the best of who you are. You'll never stop because no matter what another person may think, whether they think you the GOAT of you, the GOAT of nothing, or GOAT of something else, it doesn't matter because you already know that you're the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, you may turn around and be the clip GOAT.
I am the clip GOAT.
Did you see this joint the other day when I shared that?
Which one?
You see that memory I shared the other day?
Yeah, when my CP is your with mine.
Yeah.
CP is your with mine.
Yeah, man.
That's my theme song, baby.
I was crying laughing. I said, got to share this one.
Yeah.
That's about 5 years old, man.
CP Warner, yeah. Charlie P. Yeah. Listen, though. You know usually slow goes down, right?
Father Time.
Crack.
That will super expedite it. That was
But
super
that
expedite.
blow, that
Yeah.
blow get him like, give me the ball.
To my Montana. That Montana.
That Montana, give me the ball.
That Manteca.
Dad, to give me the ball.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, Scarface is on Netflix right now.
Okay.
Yeah, been on there for a little while.
You know what? That's a problem.
Why? He's
Man, it's a problem because when that shit, come on, think about this, honestly. Like, no, every time Scarface kind of resurfaces that, The Godfather and all that shit, people don't know how to leave TV shit in the TV.
What they do?
They turn up, man. They turn up. Because somebody who's young, really, I'm not picking an age group or whatever the case may be like that. Somebody was
Trying
young.
to throw their whole face in the powder like
That's what I'm saying. They gonna wake up and the movie gonna be over.
Like Styles said, or Styles or kids play Scarface, but you ain't see the end of the movie.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like right. Like that's
Right.
what I'm saying. So my thing with all of that is that, you know, once again, when you start bringing them old movies and shit, like if a person ain't secure in they thought process, man, they do some goofy shit. I kind of spit almost over there and shit. You all right? You slipped.
I ain't feel it. I ain't see it. So that lets me know that I'm all right.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So You did answer that question. It brings us to this or that.
This or that. I'm with you.
Okay. Brown Earth Angel or white Earth Angel?
Brown. Wow, now brown cow.
So you don't like white Earth Angel? We ain't had none of that.
Sometimes too dry.
Yeah, it's Mojave. Mess your shit up. You got to drink that and have a halls.
Yeah.
It's like, look how he went for the Earth Angel.
Earth Angel. Okay, all right. This or that.
Okay.
We talking goats here. Okay. Only you gonna notice. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. It's gonna say Dundee or Ozzy. Around the way. Which one was?
Watch cars. Going with the double D.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah, he's just
My man.
Yeah, he's let me wax it for you.
So since this is spooky edition, give it to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint the picture.
This or
So
that.
this is still this or that.
All right.
But you gotta let me set the setting because I want your real answer.
Right.
You gotta shoot the fade. Got to shoot the fade. Now you can have a hammer, you can have a blade, whatever. There's some goofy shit, but it's it could be anything, right? Jason or Freddy Krueger?
Never wanted to fuck with Freddy. Play too much. I gotta fight Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Jason bigger.
Yeah.
But Freddy, he think he funny.
You don't remember how Jason punched through a bitch body?
Yeah, you just gotta keep him off you.
Yeah.
Freddy gonna wait till you get tired, man. That's when he bothers you.
And because you're such a nap fucking expert.
I ain't the same nap dude no more, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You
Not
know.
the same.
Since you a guy that likes taking a nap, all I could say is you picking the one that you gonna be woke with. You know what I mean?
Because Freddy, I remember on part 4 or part 3, he came out the TV and he grabbed the bitch by the head. He was like, "Prime time, bitch." Like, I'll never forget that, man.
I remember that goofy shit. That
like,
was
damn,
crazy.
he played too much.
This or that. Roy Rogers at KFC.
Royce.
Get there. Where are they?
Flemington.
City. Like KFC survived it. Everybody's talking that shit, but KFC survived it.
Taste Royce. KFC business. I like Chicken Littles, though. I big KFC, cause they just put the tin on there with a little mayo bread and a little pickle.
Yeah, nah.
You don't want no mayo, though. You don't like white cream and shit.
Yeah, at all. just to let that shit be totally understood. I mean, but we talking about chicken.
With tartar,
we ain't gotta
with fish
get
or that?
No,
You don't like tartar sauce?
I like hot sauce on fish.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of my thing.
Shrimp with tartar?
No, hell no.
Shit,
Cocktail sauce.
Both of them.
Yeah, you just like a lot of white shit
and
right
hot-
in your
and
mouth.
hot-
Right. You eat the halal. What?
What?
What was you getting ready to say?
Remember Amifficus, they used to call it Nubian cream.
Hell no. Why would I eat some shit called Nubian cream?
But you like ice cream.
I don't eat ice cream.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, listen, E.
Do I eat the halal
Net,
ziki sauce? Yes, I do.
yeah,
Tzatziki
shit,
sauce?
you might as well. You eat Nubian cream. Shit sound like something you wash your hair with, man. You know what I mean? But I did used to eat them diamonds and shit, though. What was it? Wait, hold.
With the Nubian cream sauce.
Wait a minute, E. If anybody who watching too, because I used to, I used to love
Diamonds
it.
was at Ulabalas.
Diamonds was at Ulabalas.
Tenders and Mac at
Well, at Amifficus, what was they called? They was called something else.
Kempinzi's.
They used to be right. The white and the yellow cheese on them.
Kempinzi nuggets.
Yeah. Shout out to my man D. Wright. Word is on. Hey, bro, I remember you used to go get them for us.
Yeah, you can still get them at Alamage.
Yeah?
Yeah. You used to get all that at Alamage. Everything that was at Amifficus is at Alamage. Everything.
Yeah.
Marufu's, Rahima's. The Marufu was the combination, the burger steak. on the sandwich. Then the Raheem had the sausage, the burger, and the steak on there. You know, ain't no pork, ain't no hog in the building, so.
Right, that's
Yeah.
it, yeah.
So that was all, you know.
Love y'all, man.
Yeah, Raheem's. You get 2 sandwiches with Raheem's, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get one of them joints, man, because they all came on the wheat bread. Yeah. So,
Yeah. We damn sure didn't do a food this or that, but we just got hungry.
yeah, so this or that. Don't take this shit wrong. I got to say how we used to say it.
Right.
Poppy store or Wawa, man.
I'm going pop. I'm going
You're
pop.
not getting no fucking ghetto hookup from
I'm
Wawa.
going pop.
Right,
And chips still cheap at Poppy's.
right.
But
They had the crazy calypsos and all that.
Everybody can't cook at all Poppy's.
Don't do.
Now, I'm not gonna pick which ones is which.
I was about to say, don't start
Nah,
this.
I'm
I'm gonna rank them, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
We don't want to know who the GOAT is at the Poppy stores.
I can appreciate that. Might want to let the shit out there. I'm speaking
I'm saying I don't know who the GOAT is. I don't know.
'Cause they all, everybody love you, E. You know, you might want to be careful, man.
Who.
I'm just saying, E, you
Who
go
I'm-
to a lot of places.
Who I'm worried about.
We talking about Poppy store. What you talking about?
Clip.
E, you have a favorite. You have a goat of what you think that you can get your
No, okay, now.
goat for you.
Nah.
For you.
Yeah.
For a ghetto hookup.
I haven't had a ghetto hookup in a
Okay,
while.
okay. All right, take it off the table. You probably used to get breakfast
I
sandwich.
get wings. I get wings still. Now my fried
Why they don't
wings,
put that shit in flour, man?
they use sazon. And
Nah,
I put, you know,
yeah, I used to eat them though.
I still eat them.
I don't like that ketchup and hot sauce shit though. I always been into hot
Ketchup
sauce.
and hot sauce. And
Nah.
pepper. She got that sweet
Nah,
spice.
same thing like this together with back in the day. But with a corner store cheesesteak, put the mayonnaise and ketchup on it. Why?
Yeah, I eat mayonnaise.
That's bullshit. Like,
You don't like mayonnaise
At all.
So you ain't gonna never have no.
Hey, when you get a cheesesteak, you don't. I mean, you looking good, so you probably even get them. But when you were getting cheesesteaks and shit from the pizza place, you was getting mayo on them.
Yeah.
I know they thought your shit was fucked. They probably thought you was slow.
No,
or something.
they asked you, dude. They asked a bitch because I used to get cheesesteak hoagies.
Yeah. They used to say, "You coming to get it, buddy, little buddy, or you gonna have somebody?
Nah, they used to say.
Or you gonna have
say,
somebody
like,
bring you?"
My man always say, I used to come in like, shout out to Nino's Pizza on Chambers Street. I go see them a lot when I go in there. My man, he always do that whistle shit.
You don't whistle and quick check and why I do that.
When I come in, I'll be like, yeah, let me get a slice. Only one? Yeah. He say, hungry today, huh? Get my cheesesteak over to. Oh, okay. I knew you was doing something. Yeah, that's fucking with me.
You
Y'all
was trying to do it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, the bitch with the whistle.
All right, so which one did you say? You said the pop store.
At a Poppy store, yeah. At a Wawa Poppy store. I'm going to Poppy. Only thing I get at Wawa, man, I did go get a blue slushie the other day, put some Earth Angel in.
I'm still going with pop.
Yeah.
I'm like you,
Yeah.
but I do like my $2 iced coffee right now. My cold brew and shit from Wawa.
Yeah.
I'll get that from them. They do the turkey sausage in the morning. Obviously when
Yeah.
now when I break my fast, by the time I do that shit's over with.
Yeah.
But it's like anything else. One thing that I can say that I pretty much have been, I don't know, fortunate. Everything is like, there's never nothing stale or nothing. And like the Wawas and shit. Not that I ran into a ton of that in the pop store though.
I remember the first time I ran into a stale juice at the Poppy store. It's when remember Storky's back in the day,
Yeah.
and the Pops had bought.
Get me something more. Earth Angel, go ahead.
Yeah, the Poppies had bought. They had bought Storky's,
Okay.
and I went in there and they showed a bitch of old orange juice or something. You know what I mean? Our football launched the fuck out of that orange juice after that, man. I ain't like that, man. I wasn't for that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? However, though, we talking about the GOAT. We talking about life. We getting here. We sitting there. We getting off topic, off subject.
No,
You
we
know what I mean?
not. No, we not. E.
Yeah.
No, okay.
This or that. That's
We
what you
still
said.
on this and that.
You right.
We still on this and that.
Right. We ain't no safe. You right. Let me Take a walk.
And it's still a GOAT conversation. And this shit is still spooky. Because honestly,
Merlin has now entered the room.
when we was coming up, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody had a GOAT version of a Poppy store, man. They had a GOAT pizza shop. Are you serious? All this shit's we talking about the GOAT.
Yeah.
We talking about the greatest of all time about some
All
shit.
right, let me break it down. It's different places, okay? All right, so for my wings, right, I go to La Famosos. That's on the corner of Girard and St. Joe's.
Okay,
All right?
yeah. Shout out. What's the name of it?
La Famoso.
Shout out to La Famoso. That's
where I
look,
get
look
my-
at that
That's
there.
where I get my wings from, right?
Hey,
Um,
hey, check them out.
Some people when they want a little platter, so
Okay.
everybody got a couple little spots. But you know, Rutherford and Prospect, you done ran over there before a couple times. Don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she even had good turkey wings and everything over there.
Yeah.
But when if I'm still messing with a corner store cheesesteak, I go to, I don't know the name of it, but it's on the corner of Sherman and Clinton. I go to them. Right? I go, all the Poppy stores I
Well,
go
somebody's
to.
watching knows exactly where that is.
Yeah, all the way around the corner. A lot of these are around the corner from my job now. That's why they became the Poppy stores that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
Best Jamaican food spot for you, though,
Okay.
period. What's
Oh,
one?
you asking me? Oh shit! I thought you was doing like a. Okay. When I was getting it more often than not, I actually used to love to get the stew beef with People's Choice
Yeah.
down the street from the projects,
Yeah.
right on Prospect.
They're
Huh?
gone now.
Okay.
That's that's where the West African spot is now.
I cannot think of the name of the one down the way, closer where Nick's was. The West Indian joint. I used to like to get
Rice and peas and
they jerk chicken.
damn, what was it called?
I'm drawing a blank, but them
Tropical Breeze.
Tropical Breeze.
Yeah.
I like the joint on Maple. I used to get the little beef patties or whatever from them. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of moved around, but
Who's
but
the GOAT?
I don't know because I'm.
It ain't gotta be in the city, just period. When you got Jamaican food, who's
I'm
the
gonna
GOAT?
tell you, the GOAT in terms of when my wife would get it was Sunshine.
Sunshine plays a major part in the date.
You ever used to go to Sunshine?
Nah, but they called Sunshine over there where No the Bees was at back
Yep.
in the day. Damn. Chris go there.
Yeah.
Not now.
Across from where TJ Wishbone used to be.
Yeah, now
Dunkin'
it's
Donuts and
Donuts,
shit. Yeah, but you know what I never had? A lot of people used to swear by them a lot too. They said I ain't gonna do that. I used to have Hummingbird. I never had.
Oh, yeah,
I mean
yeah,
Hummingbird.
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
Hummingbird was good because it was downtown. Now,
Shout out to my boy Norman. That was his restaurant. Norman and Norm graduated school together. That was
Oh, yeah?
that was his family. It was him and his family.
okay,
Yeah, Norman.
quick this or that.
Yeah, but no, just wanted to tap on it. My favorite one of all time, though, is not in the area. It's
Oh, okay.
Morgan Island Grill, Heightstown.
Really?
Yeah,
take me.
BYOB.
That take me.
Sit there with your little Earth Angel.
Oh, we definitely gotta go. And we just shoot the show there. Shit,
Right,
maybe
man.
they'll Porch Brothers come through.
That's the last place I seen Doc Long at. May he rest in peace. Neil Long, that was my teacher.
Got you.
That's
got
the last
you.
place I
Got
seen
you.
Doc
Yes,
Long at.
yes. Rest in peace. Yep. So we was doing this or that, right?
Right.
You snatched it from my mind real
Oh.
quick. Made me think about the brother. Yeah, it's long and shit.
Yeah.
What I was going to say about was it about the food? I'm trying to think, bruh.
This or that.
It was definitely a this or that. Oh, okay, I got it. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Okay, this or that. Downtown when it was open and you could drive through it,
Downtown, which is open, you can drive through now.
right?
Or
Or
the Commons.
downtown when it was the Commons in the center.
The Commons. I
agree.
I like the Commons.
Leave a comment in the
like
comments
the
down below
Commons.
which one y'all think, y'all. Listen, I liked it. when we used to work down there, you know, everybody knew we used to work at Center City Sports. We talked about it before, and over there at Sports Styles as well. Yo, man, that was dope, man. Like, when you really sit back and think about it, like, just the fact that we had the bench outside, you can go out front, you can kind of chill a little bit. Like, yeah, you had to go around, and you couldn't go through. But the setting, man, like, yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, when things changed and it opened up and it was less places you could park, and then it wasn't Heritage Day, and like, I miss those times.
Right.
I miss that for real, man. Like I know we kind of straying away from the whole GOAT thing, y'all.
Nah, that's not even the GOAT. Because that might have been the time when Trenton was the GOAT. Might have been the greatest time of it. See, it's about the greatest.
Yeah.
GOAT is being about the greatest of all time. That might have been the greatest of all time in our lifetime in that area at the time.
Yeah.
So you can't say that. Hey, it's GOAT.
Yeah, like I remember.
It's the world's
I can remember,
greatest.
like, honestly, man, a lot of things about our childhood that I thought it just was like when I went other places, because we didn't do a lot of traveling when we was kids, but you know, when we did get out and about, you know, obviously you're gonna always compare your home from where you are.
Right.
And like, bro, we had the summer league basketball. We had, you know, like I said, Heritage Day.
Right.
You know, we had our downtown we can go through. I seen some comedians, man, some big name people down there at Maxine's.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Since we talking about the GOAT and it's about the greatest of all time,
Yeah.
I think some of the greatest times, man, I would have to say, man, was when we was growing up. I'm not saying that the times aren't great now, but
Oh yeah.
But there's so many things that I am just glad I was able to, or we were able to experience, man.
Right.
You know, and I almost have a little bit of, you know, I do have some empathy for the kids nowadays, man, because they don't know, you know what I mean? And I guess our parents did the same things. They said, wow, there was a time that you guys didn't know about. But when you really put it all into perspective, everybody's going to have different GOATs on a number of different levels of different things.
Absolutely.
And I guess that's what makes it great.
Right.
I guess that's, you know what I mean? When you really think about it, that's really what makes it great, is because in theory, there's always a GOAT. There's always a different GOAT. There's always someone different, you know, that you're going to.
I say all that. Well, I agree with you, but I say all that to say this. There'll never be a GOAT. You just got good examples. You just got legends. I go with the word. That's why I like the word legend better.
Or maybe it's a GOAT with two T's. Maybe instead of GOAT, it's
There we go. I knew one of those.
GOATT.
Give me.
Maybe it's a greatest of all that time.
Yeah, greatest of all that time.
You know what I mean? At that particular time.
Yeah.
Greatest of all at that time. You know what I mean?
The GOAT debate just creates conversation like we having right now. That's all it does. Again, it's the example. You know what I mean? We not running around and saying we not gonna turn around and say that, like, and I ain't taking nothing from you. Yeah, Bishop Mookie Blaylock was the GOAT, like, but Mook was nice.
Like, if you was running around here really believing that shit, you'll be running up in high schools right now. My man, hey, everybody stop playing basketball, bitch. Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time. You niggas ain't gonna do shit with your life.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go and do something else.
Right.
You know, like, it should be like, what? Get his ass out of here.
Right.
But no, I think that, like you just said, and that was, you know, I guess there's no other way to really present it.
Right.
Is that in all actuality, if there is a GOAT, it's just a GOAT with an additional T, a GOATT.
Right.
You know, a greatest of all at that time.
At that time.
You know what I mean?
So is G greatest of all? So is GOAATT? Greatest of all.
Yeah, GOAATT. Yeah, no doubt.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because, but that's the way it should be. That's the way it should. People compare the same things if you ever look at it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Who did it first? Who did it better? Right?
Right.
Who did it first?
Ray J.
And who did it better?
Kanye.
Right. I don't know. Right? But if you think about it,
Ray J did it
those
first.
are
And Kanye married her.
Right, exactly. But you think about it. No, you're right. But you think about it. Like, those are always going to be the comparisons.
Right.
And no matter what, who did it first and who did it better.
Right.
That's always the situation.
But even though who's the GOAT out of those, so we would know. But guess what? We can both say that both of them are legends. Not talking about Ray J and Kanye. I'm just saying legends at what they do.
Right.
That's why I always went with the legend conversation.
Right. Now, I'm going to give you the definition of legend because that's just what I do.
We knew you was going to get. We knew.
Why not?
People, if we knew
Why
anything,
not?
P was going to give us a definition.
Listen, because I believe that it's always that words like we talk about all the time, you know what I mean, they're powerful. Okay? Make sure I got it right. It'll say it's a story coming down from the past, right? One popularly regarded as historical, although not verifiable. So the way that they're presenting it,
so they're doing it as it's a myth.
it's based on the Webster's dictionary version of it, right?
That's why my life is going to walk around.
But then again, like it breaks down. So like
the
all right,
legend
so that
of
was,
DJE.
see, like like as if you're mythological, like you didn't exist, right? But then B would say a body of such stories, right? C would say a popular myth of recent origin. So basically, origin would be, the beginning, right? So a popular myth of the beginning, or of something that happened, right? A person or thing that inspires.
You know what? That's why, out of all the people, his name fit him the best. Larry Legend. Listen, let's just keep it real. When you think about Larry Bird,
Okay.
he
Doesn't come up in the GOAT conversations.
but he comes up as the greatest what?
Go ahead and finish it. I don't.
White player of all time.
I didn't want to say it, but you were right.
Nah.
I was thinking it,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to.
No. So
you know.
they called him Larry Legend.
Right,
It's like unless you watch it, you wouldn't believe it
right,
because they were dominant. Black people were dominating the basketball culture, the game.
right.
So his name fits him according to the definition. You know what I mean? Not to be. Let me hear it one more time.
What's that? Oh, legend?
Yeah, let me hear that
No,
one
no
more time.
problem,
'Cause
brother.
that's what I'm gonna tell you.
Yes, sir.
Larry Legend
The first one is, like I said, a story coming down from the past.
for the past.
Okay, one popularly regarded as historical, although not verifiable.
Right.
So basically, like it's a legend. Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like
It's a story,
It's
yeah.
a story.
But is it true?
I can't go and verify it. So
Yeah.
in a sense, to me, if that is the definition from the Webster's dictionary version of
Right.
it, you can verify that.
Some people may look at the Bible as a book of legend,
Okay,
as a legendary book.
right.
Right. Some people may, and some.
But in terms of a book, is it a GOAT?
Yeah, it's definitely
It's one of the GOATs.
one of the goats. Yeah, it's just like the Quran.
That's right.
Yeah, just like the Quran. Because of the fact that they're trying to give you guidance.
Right,
If you don't stand for something, then you fall for anything.
right,
We all know that.
right.
However, you're still supposed to be the golden you to understand, to comprehend on how to take in the story. See, I could tell you something all day, but if you're not ready to receive it and at least apply it to you. See, that's the thing about religion. And that's what makes some people run from religion. And some people that are really into it may not agree with what I'm about to say. But what I'm actually going to say is this. Let's just use the Bible, for example. Okay? What I get from the story, you may not get from the same story.
Correct.
So you
Correct.
may not apply it to me. But
Correct.
some people will tell you, no, you're doing it wrong. They meant this way.
And that's based on interpretation.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
I
And
got you.
comprehending and seeing and
Absolutely. Comprehension.
Yeah,
Right.
lessons and
Interpretation,
what you're learning from it.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. And where you are
Right.
at that point
At that
of
point in your
understanding
time.
as well. Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is why sometimes when people will sit there and say, I used to hear pastors break down. All you young men out there walk around with your pants down and sitting on the corner drinking your 40 ounce of liquor and all this type of stuff. You know, you ain't doing nothing but taking the gateway to hell. But then you read the Bible and you see certain stories where I think it was Saul Saul or David, whatever, one of them, son him out to war so he can smash his way. And he ain't go there. I think it was King David that did it. Might have been King David that did it.
Right.
And he was trying to get Bathsheba or somebody. I don't know. I could be messing my words up.
Nah,
Or then they turn around and they say, and you women out here running and sleeping with different men, going from guy to guy, and this and that. You living a whorish life. I done heard pastors say this type of stuff, right? But then you look in the Bible, and you see the story about the red light district in Gomer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and you see all these men doing whorish things, but he ain't going to hell for that. He going to hell because he just don't believe in God. Mm-hmm. Now, that whole believing situation for me takes me back to what my whole point is about being a goat.
No doubt.
You can't be the greatest of you if you don't believe in you.
No doubt.
Because God lives in you.
No doubt.
So regardless of what that pastor may be telling you.
That's right.
You only get offended if it's hitting home. That's the only time people really get offended, when it's hitting home. Yeah. But when they don't agree with something, they'll be like, yeah, I just not listen to him. I'm not offended. It just don't make sense what he's saying.
Right, just saying in alignment with
because the story is showing all these bad people who still went on to have good lives. You see what I'm saying? But you saying I'm automatically going to hell because I was gluttony. I had 4 cheesesteaks yesterday. Like, that don't even make sense.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, nah. I mean, once again, you know, you're talking about the GOAT and the greatest of all time. Like I said, I think that it may be GOAAT. You know what I mean? The greatest of all
at that time.
At that time, correct?
Right. Truthfully, you're 100% right. As the measuring stick, as the person of that time. Mm-hmm. However, we talking about GOAT. We all are the GOAT. We the GOAT of our own lives.
Yeah. But then.
Not saying we can't learn. See, doesn't mean you don't learn, but we are all the GOATs.
Well, you're going to learn as long as you live.
As long as you're living, yeah.
You know what I mean? This lessons is just everyday life. Every time you wake up every day that you're blessed to have another opportunity. Right. Now, I think that first and foremost, when it comes to, and everybody, I don't care whether it's, like I said, athletically speaking, musically speaking, or any other thing like that. You know, there's always going to be a comparable in terms of the GOAT. It is. In all fashions of life. And that's okay. Because based on what you're explaining to me right now, the first thing you have to realize, like I said in my other video about being the best and first being 2 different things, is that if you don't self-proclaim anything in life, then you'll never be nothing.
Right.
So you have to first and foremost self-proclaim yourself to be the greatest of you. Everything else will fall in alignment. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is first and foremost understand and recognize the greatness that's inside of you.
Right.
Because if that's what the G in GOAT, if GOAT is, the G in GOAT is for greatest of all time.
Right.
Then the first thing you got to do is figure out the fact that you have greatness to begin with.
Absolutely. No, right? Absolutely, yeah.
Time has a beginning and an ending.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Most cases, you don't remember either one. You don't remember when you first remembered. You don't. You don't remember when you first remembered.
I don't remember. I remember when I first tried to use the word remember the right way. I used to say be member.
Right.
But I was using it the right way.
Right.
And then I can't tell you, I don't remember when I stopped saying be member and started saying remember.
But like, you know how you wake up from a dream, right? And it was so vivid. It was so like real. Yeah. And you wake up, whether your alarm goes off or
that's
you just
like
wake up.
That one of people got to pee and then they started peeing.
Right. Yeah. You wake up whatever time it is the point I'm making, right?
Yeah.
You can remember at that point when you wake up. What I'm saying is that when you first have recollection of memory, it is almost impossible to remember what that was.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So time, because we're talking about the GOAT, which is the greatest of all time, there is a reason why you don't remember when that started.
Right.
Because the objective is to just be working on being the greatest of you.
Right.
So if I don't take you to that, I don't allow your mind to be able to kind of reflect on that time where you didn't remember you weren't great. All you have to do is think that you're great.
Right.
Be great.
That's it.
Do great things.
You're absolutely right, bro. I'm going with you with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you continue to think that and carry that on you for your days, however long that they are,
You start
then,
living in purpose.
Then you live in a purpose, and guess what? You were the GOAT
You are the GOAT.
the whole time.
Right. I got a this or that for you.
What's that?
I did this before. What is the greatest of all time? Cocaine or crack? I got the real answer though.
Are we comparing the addiction or the drug?
Whatever one you want to do.
Okay. One would say that the originator would have to be cocaine.
Right. Exactly.
Because, you know, there's a
Right.
process.
There's no crack without cocaine.
Right. I guess in theory, if you're going with the original, you're going to go with cocaine. Now, the outcome is horrible. Either one.
Yeah.
Either one. You know what I mean? Like, if I had a choice between the two, I want the $100 bill that people are using to sniff the shit with. Let me have that. Hell's going on here?
Spooky edition.
Birds. Magical.
Merlin is here.
It's the blue one.
No, I know which one it is. I wasn't trying to get that in there. I was really fucking with the Merlin. Merlin's going to tell you, say no to drugs.
Oh, there you go. You set me up.
Yeah.
You set this or that. Turkey and cheese or ham and cheese?
Turkey. Yeah, turkey.
Oh, yeah? You want a little capicola?
It's not always the same. You gotta get you like you gotta go to FD Subs and get you a little belly buster or something, or
Nah, hell no.
some shit like that. You know,
That sound good to you? Bitch got a
Do it
sandwich
sound-
called Belly Buster.
do it sell good. Every place that sell any form of belly buster, I order it.
So you just one of them people, you just say, I'm not going to let the name of it deter me from enjoying it.
You eat gizzards?
No.
Me neither.
Look, this is, who the fuck you think you sitting across from, man? You know what I eat and what I don't eat, man. I eat normal shit, man.
You eat oxtails though.
I've had them.
Yeah, I love them.
I've had them. You know.
Got to get the ones from over there on Maple. They got good oxtails.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to try them out. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know.
Got good ones around the corner from the crib too.
I got to try that. We got to try that other place you was talking about. Mount Holly.
No, Heightstown.
Made the shit up. I didn't know what was going on. I forgot. Heights it.
Morgan's Island Grill. That's what it's called.
Yeah. So
Before we wrap this up, people, P gonna
Yeah, go
say
ahead.
something to you.
Yeah, no. What I want to say is this: y'all all the go.
Goat.
Y'all all the go. You know what I mean?
Just don't
It's
be the
cool.
goat at
It's
smoking
cool.
boat.
You can hate. Definitely don't be the goat at that. You know what I mean? Be the boat. The best of all time. If you can't be the greatest of all time, be the best of all time.
Yeah.
No, in closing, what I will say is this, like I said before, you are the GOAT. Hit the nail on the head as always, good brother.
Right.
Pointing out that you got to understand that the reality of it is if you don't think you the greatest of something, nobody else will. So, lock in, figure out your greatness, be great, and hell, you've been the GOAT. Just claim it.
Right.
Just claim it. You can go around and tell people you want to, I'm the greatest of all time. They're going to say of what? They're going to say of me. Now top that. And the bitch can't top it. All they can do is be the greatest of themselves.
Right. With that being said,
Yeah.
this is the Porch Podcast.
Episode 23 is a wrap with the spooky edition.
The
Spooky.
spooky. And we love y'all, man. We out.
Love y'all. Peace.